R.I.P. Blessed to the heavens. I got so many banners on this arm right here. Stuff is just crazy, man. Arm full of banners, this is, okay? Bunch of bands. Things just dying, dead, man. You know what I mean? But R.I.P. to the true, my best experience, I'll say my favorite experience with marijuana, which is banned now, no longer could smoke weed anymore, clogged with mucus and mucinex, to the hospital where they have no answers. They have no answers but to look to heaven above. From Kingston, Arizona. Was it Kingman or Kingston? 2020, quarantine. Shipped to Kingston, Arizona. I don't want to blame it all on you guys and say, oh yeah, put everything on you guys. But I thought I was getting away from the virus, but it found me. It still found me over there. It's crazy, man. Jammed up with mucus. And you know what? It has became a blessing. Because when I look at this tattoo of this man right here, Robert Hawkins, a.k.a. Shape, Slade, set up, okay? Set up. He was hustling and he was making big money. He was a dealer like Smalls. Okay, as I was talking about Smalls, and I posted the gun down photos of them. Don't you guys notice this? What's going on with this stuff? What is it with this stuff called marijuana? And why is everything getting banned and everybody's getting killed over it? Everybody's war zone over it. Then they're gonna go throw it in some little dispensary. We got to go get in line and go deal with all that over the matter. We're in the end times, man. Look how funny it's getting, how short of the number. They torn how many of those things down that were hooking us up and hooking us with good deals and the Shake deal. As a matter of fact, it's funny because that's when I used to always get too Shake. Robert Hawkins, he is a legend to me. He is a legend. He will always be a legend of Santa Ana to me. Huge dealer. He had moved into dealing, but I remember talking to him. He was in my next door apartments in Stevens Street. I actually had spoke to him there, and he was in the next door apartments. And he actually have a funny last memory of him. I don't know if it's inappropriate. I don't want to really. It's kind of a nasty memory, but he said something about, "Don't you hate when you fart in the room and it stays in there and you smell it or something like this?" It's something about that. That's I remember of talking to him over there in those apartments next door to mine on Stevens Street, Bristol, South Coast. And he moved into dealing. He was with the folks, they're called, folks, Anaheim crew. And he was dealing with them. Got involved with some stuff, and I guess some jealousy got real big, and he was doing some music. Musician too. He does some of the realest music I have ever heard. I mean, his voice and his style, it was all right. But what he was talking about he could have done some real stuff with music. He could have went to some places. G-Unit could have used him. A couple labels could have used, Bad Boy could have used him, just what he was talking about, his experience and what he really lived it. He was out there, dealing, man. He was out there living it, hustling. Unfortunately, short-lived as everything is, you could have the world but lose your soul in the process, lose your life in the process. Unfortunately, Robert Hawkins got really big, and I had grew. After I got out of a wheelchair, actually, suffering 2 broken ankles, I would have probably never came across him. It's kind of a crazy thing. I'd never have probably even stumbled across him. I did with my boy Roosevelt, and we recognized each other and hit it off as we were adults. I recognized him. And then a few months later, he was gunned down. He was calling us up. He was He was doing some trip each day. He was calling us up, checking on us and wondering about us. I think he knew he was about to die. He knew something was going to go down because he was real humble. He was real well mannered. He was a good friend, man. Good friend, good dealer. Best my favorite. I always say he's my favorite. He's my favorite dealer all time. Yeah, no replacing Shake. He flew away. You know what I mean? As you guys see, man, my godson Max hit the ball out the park, Dodger ring, flew away, and it's funny. I won't say nothing is funny. I don't even want to even get that misinterpreted, but trippy as I just showed you the ring, the L.A. Crips that are targeting me. That's my L.A. Crips targeting St. Patrick's Day Outlaw Spots ring. You know what I mean? I put it actually after that track and declaring my godson and everything. Crips are killers. The Crips are killers, man. When you got issues with the Crips, you're dealing with major, sinister, demonic, crazy killers. You know what I mean? Unfortunately, somebody got his location. He was dealing. I remember he came out. The last time I seen him, he was dealing with us, shooting us big dubs that would last us for a couple days for like $10. He even did nickels. He even did nick bags, $5. You had $5. He'd give you enough to last you a couple days, week. Now you go over to the dispensary and you got to pay like 40, 50, 60, hundreds of dollars to these guys, because, the government has their hands in it. And now they've taxed everything. Secret Services, all that is taken over it all. But this was the last era of marijuana. This guy right here, man, he was no joke. He was doing it. He was doing it big, man. And last time I seen him, he had a big box of like just a bunch of nugs. And he was smiling, man. He was just real happy and things. He was making his money and everything. And then a few weeks later, actually it was like a few months later. I got hold of it months later that somebody had rolled up right where I was picking up off him and just dome pieced him. Pow! Pow, pow, pow. Santa Ana, 17th Street's Compton. That's what I said, over in Anacrime. I'm going to go to the location, I believe, that this all went down at. I'm going to show you guys because I recognize it's in Anaheim. I remember the street, man. I remember streets be slipping my mind, man. I'm going to go over to Anaheim and try to remember the name of the street, but it's crazy. Dome pieced him, shot him in the back. Somebody snuck up behind him and just shot him in the back of the head. And from what my resources that I got from my hood, actually, Santa Ana Ruse, the Santa Ana Pa Ruse, Blood L's, man, you know what I mean? Blood L's, this is Blood L. It's a legend of the Blood L's right now. Robert Hawkins Shape. What I got word was that Watergate had actually somebody involved with Watergate. Somebody in Watergate had snuck up on him and popped him, blew his whole noodle off, man. Shot his head off, and right in the back of the head, gone. It's horrible, man. It was just terrible to hear about it and how humble and good he was, and just boom, just like that, just shot. Somebody shot him back the head. It's Watergate, Crip nigga, I think. That's what I heard. That's what I heard. And I guess they found him. They found this dude, and he got dealt with. Somebody pulled out a knife and shanked him in the back of a car, I guess. That's rumor has it. Slit his throat in the back of the car, the dude who killed Robert Hawkins. Shake. They found out who it was. Whoa. Yep. That's what happens when you mess with something that was so good, and to everybody, somebody found out who this was, and they ended up taking him out. So the murderer, I guess, he got dealt with. That ain't a rumor. I'm telling you the truth. That's on some hood knowledge. We don't lie, man. Santa Ana Pa Ruse, Santa Ana Ruse. We not liars, man. We talk the reality of it all, man. There it is he's buried on the other side right there. That's my Santa Ana Paru, Blood L, Santa Ana Ruse. Most hands Santa Ana Ruse. I'll get there next time. Robert Hawkins, or that Jezza Anthony Poole, Baby Joker card. They're both buried, stationed across from each other. That's how they're laying in Santa Ana Cemetery. And I'll get into his story next time. Crazy stuff, man. This stuff, man. Santa Ana 17th Street is Compton, man. Santa Ana is freaking crazy as Compton, man. Santa Ana be going down, man. This is Robert Hawkins shake on my arm right here, man, and he is gone, bro. Slayed, dude. Completely decapitated, man. Watergate niggas, man. It was niggas too, bro. It was our own brothers, dog. You know what I mean? They killed him, bro. So shot my man up, bro. He flew away from us all, bro. Everybody's messed up. Everybody is messed up over this. Everybody's taking this tattoo of this guy. A lot of people got this tattoo. I just pulled it up off of another account. And I'm just going to share it, man. I know niggas is getting mad about my sharing and things, but I gotta be sharing y'all. You know what I'm saying? I gotta be sharing. Hey, what's the world without sharing y'all, man? You know what I'm saying? Hey, so I gotta show that. We gotta show that. I gotta say, actually, it's off of Larry's name. It's off of Larry's arm. He's from Santa Ana. He's a Blood L. He's a Santa Ana Rue nigga too. You know what I'm saying? I know about him. You know, I know everything goes down in these streets, man. You know what I mean? But you know, Santa Ana's looking about abandoned. It's getting shut down. Stuff's getting crazy. Santa Ana Vaughn's over there. Dave Singleton, another good man. This is Robert Hawkins, a.k.a. Shake, right here on my arm. You know what I mean? One of the realest, best dealers you'll ever see. The end of marijuana, the end of weed. There will never be the same. Now it's all a bunch of nonsense and trash. We got to go in those dispensaries. I miss you, Shake. Rest in peace to heaven above. See you there. God bless. Robert Hawkins, Shake.